So, hi Mohan, thank you for joining us at the Broadcast Bros today, and it is an honor to be having you on our board. So, Mohan, tell us about your experience, how you came to the AML domain, and what motivated you to be in this domain for more than a decade here.
Yeah, so for me, see, it's been almost 15 years I've been working, and there's nothing I started my experience or my career in AML domain or something like this. It was like eventually I kept on giving my 100% every day, and one fine day it was just I got that opportunity to work on one of the integration platforms when it comes to AML and fraud, and I got that opportunity with one of the biggest, I would say, financial institutions wherein they were coming up with a mobile banking platform and they wanted to integrate this AML and fraud platform. And it is just, I was given that opportunity by them and I grabbed it and I just went ahead with it. And thereafter, I found that this is something where we are lagging globally. And then I found that, yeah, this is a place where I can explore myself more and more, and I could find that it's a big ocean and there's no end to it. So I thought, let's take it up.
Oh, that sounds pretty well, Mohan. It's just like you go with the flow in the big ocean out there, being a big, massive whale. So, Mohan, just starting off the game, we should have a quick smart game. The game is known as word association test. I'll be giving you just 5 words. Okay, whatever comes to your mind, you can frame a sentence out of it. Okay.
So what are those words? Are they simple words or are they something complex?
Well, it depends on how you take on the situation, because as far as I know, I learned from you, there's nothing known as Herculean. It's just in your brain, right?
Yes, it's just a word.
So that's it. So the very first word which I'll be giving to you is fraud.
So I need to say what comes to my mind when it comes to fraud?
Yes.
I would say I would rather fail, and it would be an honor to fail rather to succeed by doing fraud.
That sounds great, quite genuine, and not being against the law, right? So the very next word is exquisite.
Exquisiteness, I would say it's something like every day we need to make efforts, and efforts are not something which is something sinusoidal. It has to be done with consistency. If you're doing something with consistency and every day you're putting those efforts, gaining that momentum, so that needs to be done with exquisiteness, I would say.
That sounds, let's get going, whatever comes. We need to be your best. Okay, that sounds pretty well. I think you're planning quite well, so the word is for you now is planning.
Planning. So when it comes to planning, I would say planning is something, it helps you, if you are better prepared mentally and physically, it helps you to make a better, build a better tomorrow, I would say. Yeah, it's something like the more you are prepared and more you are prepped up with all the things with the prerequisites, so it keeps you more relaxed. So planning is a must thing, and it helps you even feel relaxed mentally and physically for the days.
That's so great to listen to you. The words and the sentence forming is quite perfect. It's just spot on. So the very next word is perfection for you. Not perfect, it's perfection.
I still remember perfection was something 8 years back. One of my supervisors did ask me about it, and I was like, perfection is something, there is no end to it.
Okay.
We strive towards achieving a perfection, and that is something I would say it's just a mere perception, and there's no end to it.
That sounds
That's
so nice.
You can look at perfection.
That sounds great. It's like quite motivating for us, right? So for the audience, the very last word which comes to my mind is Herculean.
Herculean. See, there is no task as such in your life which is Herculean. Herculean is just a word which makes you feel that bound of pressure that comes to your brain. Okay, so there is nothing like that. In today's era, I would say nothing is Herculean. It's just as a person, we should inhibit with something we should have those 3 traits, I feel, wherein you should first learn, then you should have that ability to unlearn, and we should have that re-ability to relearn. So I would just categorize it like the moment you can adapt to these 3 things in today's era, Herculean is nothing, it's just a word, it just keeps you something bugged up, but there's nothing like Herculean in today's era. We have everything around us to be resolved very easily with all the tools availability that we have around us.
That's spot on. It's just quite nice to listening to you, right? And I feel the audience might be thinking the same. So, as you have been in this domain since last 15 years, so there might be something, some good experiences, because at Broadcast Pros, we just have genuine conversations. Nothing hi-fi, no influencers, no nothing. We are doing it to have a quick peek around what you have been through, what were your experiences, what were the good learnings. And one thing which I would say you would like our audience to know, like any experience you say might come into your mind, anything you want to share with the audience, the stage is all yours.
Okay. So, okay, when it comes to my 15 years of experience, like I would say every day there was something challenging. Okay. I never went back and I never looked back, like what is coming up and where I was into. If you ask me about my career, it's like I started with telecom, then I entered into this IT industry. And the only thing I knew, like when I was growing up, when I stepped into the industry, everyone would keep on advising you, like you should go for this domain, you should go for this sector, you should go for this technology, this is coming up, this will boom, this is... All I knew is like there were so many things coming up. All I just knew that I have to step into my office. I step into my office morning 8 a.m. I get into it. All I know is that whatever comes to your, whatever tasks are assigned to you, whatever responsibilities that you have to do your responsibilities rightfully, honesty, with dedication and commitment, and give the best shot that you have, and keep performing. And you never know when doors open for you, right? It's just like you are just keeping, every day we have to just keep on doing our certain things, certain tasks, and I would just say just put on your efforts, देते रहो अपना काम करते रहो daily, and दरवाजे खुलते हैं, doors open, right? And it's nothing like people will say automation is best, or this banking is best, insurance is best. Everything is good. There's nothing like it. Whatever is in front of your table, just ensure first primary thing is to complete that. After that, everything that is secondary for you, you can focus on those areas. And in my 15 years, it's like I worked in almost 7 firms. And apart from that, if you'll ask me about my startups, initially 2 years, I don't know. I used to work for a month or 2 months, and I used to leave the firms, and then I used to. So initially it was like 2-3 firms. I must have worked like that, and thereafter I just thought of stability, and that is how I moved into multinational organizations. And I would say gradually also we should be even fortunate or lucky enough to get such projects. I was fortunate to get good projects, and experience. There's nothing like good experience. I would say everything is good if you are doing your work by heart and you are performing yourselves when you are there in the organizations. Don't keep yourself focused only on work and work. Work is something like we are doing. Apart from work, just try to spend time on another physical activities, because the more fit you would be, the more physically fit you would be, mentally strong you would be. It helps you gaining more confidence, and it helps you even strive better successes in your life when it comes to working. And if you'll ask me about one experience, I would say there are many people out there who might be confused even today, like what we should choose, what we should not choose, what we should do. I would say don't think much, just go out every day, execute, explore, meet multiple people as much as you can, try to understand from them, and you never know. It's like it's just a one fine day, doors will open, and the moment you keep on gaining those skills, keep on imbibing those what I would say, the technologies that are around you, gradually day by day doors will keep on opening for you, and a day will come when you will have to choose what best you want to go for it. It's not like people will come to you. And there is a saying, make yourself as that skilled that you don't have to go out and look, people come hunting for you and take you out. That's all.
So Mohan, that's so nice of you explaining all about your experiences till date. Just the last question here before we wrap it up today.
Sure.
You have been in this domain, have 15 years of experience and whatnot. So just a quick question: how would you avoid conflicts at workplace?
How would I avoid conflicts?
Yes.
There is no way to avoid any conflicts. Conflicts will happen. That is, eventually it is there. It is a part and process of your workplace. But this is something we have to deal with it. But it's not a deal like we have to deal with aggression or something. We need to understand when there is a conflict, what kind of conflict it is, how it has come arised up to, what is the reason behind it. So we need to discuss with it. If suppose I would say there are 2 people who have some conflict, like I have gone through those conflicts many times. So it's like we need to understand what is the reason behind that conflict. So it's better to sit and talk to those people first. and it's not like you talk to them, both of them together. First, you need to hear out the perspectives from individually, and thereafter, you need to understand what could be the exact reason behind it. And it's like then you make them both sit together and ensure that conflicts do not happen, because conflict is something you cannot avoid wherever you go. It is eventually everyday thing that will happen. And I believe the moment you're trying to change a process, moment you're trying to bring some new exhibits into the system and trying to bring some new processes, new protocols, so conflicts are about to rise, because there will always be two things, like there always a criticism and there's always something will favor you. So there's always that conflict that is likely to arise. So we always have to find ways to deal with it. There's no I wouldn't say there's anything that you can avoid about it. Just find ways to deal with it, how you can tackle it, talk to people, understand them more, bring some clarity into it, and put it up. And that's it. But conflict is something I would say you can never and never avoid it. But you will always face it some or other day, and you just have to find ways to tackle it. Find ways to tackle it with calmness, with peace, and sometimes you have to tackle it with right evidences. So it's not like you can always just go up with something verbal hearing. So it's better to get into the root cause of the details and then deal with such situations. And even if you don't find that there's a way to deal with such situations, if you're finding it that still there are so many rigorous conflicts that are happening and still there is no way out, then obviously you will have to intervene with some other people to look into it. But be vocal, speak out. There's nothing to shy about it and there's nothing to avoid about it. Just be clear with your own thoughts and keep going ahead with it.
That's so wonderful, Mohan. I hope that all of the audience and we all might have gained something good out of this podcast and listening to you all about your experiences, how to tackle the situations in our day-to-day life. So thank you so much, Mohan, on being our platform today. And you should get your merchandise delivered at your doorsteps.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for it.
Sure thing, that's nice of you.
Rest, I would also say, I'd just like to add, thank you for inviting me over here, Prakhar. And I'm really feeling honored to be part of the broadcast course. And I hope I really have provided some additional value to this broadcast course, and I love to be part of it. And thank you so much.
And we are going to wrap up this session. See you in the next session soon.